Welcome to Paint the Chat Podcast. Presented by Blockade Media. Now, here are your hosts, the big swinger, Mr. Robin Vogt, and fast on the bases, Mr. Sean Michaud.
He's a big spark plug.
Play ball.
Hey,
what's up,
we're
everybody?
back.
Welcome back to Painting the Chat Podcast.
We are back.
Coming to you live. That's right, Sean. We are back. Mr. Sean Michaud over there, my co-host. How's it going this evening, Sean?
I'm doing a lot better. How are you?
You're doing a lot better.
Yeah,
I just saw you yesterday.
I'm doing a lot better.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be back talking some sports here. Of course, on PTC Pod. Of course, with everybody out there. It's been a while since we've been on here talking sports. There's a lot that's been going on. Sean, let's start off with this. You came back with some amazing things from overseas. Tell the good folks where you went.
Hopefully, I think my screen just froze. But anyways, oh, there we go.
Okay.
No man, it worked. Anyways, I'm back.
We're back.
We're
We're
back.
back.
I'm back from
We're
Japan.
back. This guy went to Japan. How was that experience? I know you brought back some baseball cards, which was really cool.
Yeah, we opened a couple, more than a couple in the last
Or a couple.
on Saturday night. Decided not to open it on stream. We'll do them. Get some more cards in the future, and we'll open them here if you guys want to know. And we'll get some cool signed cards. Who knows?
That'd be really cool.
Funny thing, I was gonna save this for the podcast. When I was actually in Japan, I was in Osaka, and I was looking at sports cards and stuff. And of course, it was literally, I guess, the day after, the night after, I don't know, when UConn won, and I had my Paige Becker's jersey on. We're just walking around, and I was looking at the cards, and the guy behind me was like, "Hey, Paige Becker's." I was like, "Paige Becker is a Japanese fan." Yeah, I'm like,
Paige, look at that.
I thought it was cool. It was a cool, neat interaction with them. It's like, oh,
that's great.
It's very helpful. Help me find some cards, and
I love that.
Yeah.
So we got some Husky Nation happening across the globe, is what you're telling me.
Oh yeah,
I love that. That's so cool.
Because Japan's huge on baseball.
Huge.
In the future, next time I go, I'm gonna try to get tickets to any baseball game over there.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
You got your fair share of different teams you can go and see. You can go see the Tokyo Giants. You can go see, the Dragons. Countless amazing Japanese Professional Baseball Association teams that are out there. And you look at the talents. You look at Yamamoto. You look at
Shohei Ohtani.
Shota Imanaga. Yeah, even just recently, but you got Ichiro, Hideki Matsui, across the years. We could keep going about amazing Japanese ball players.
Yeah.
But Japan is an amazing country. I can't wait to go. Sean, out of your trip, where would you recommend folks go? I know you liked one specific place, but
I would recommend going, like, if you want to actually go to Kyoto. It's very beautiful. I recommend going there. Make it a little longer instead of making it 2 full days, and then, but you learn from that experience. It's like, okay, you did it. We could do it again. Make it longer stay in Kyoto. But like the one place I would recommend is the Henji Castle in Osaka, which is a very beautiful castle, and of course in Osaka, and it's going down there during, of course. The cherry blossoms are beautiful.
You caught it at the right time, man. Those photos, full cherry blossom season. You caught some of the rain too, which of course cherry blossoms in the rain. I mean, we could get into the aesthetics of it all and everything else. But it sounds like you will go back 10 out of 10, 100 out of
Yeah.
100.
I'm a
Yeah.
little sad I fully missed both March Madness championship games live. I mean, I could have watched it, but it was kind of hard to. So, I watched it, just the highlights of it. So,
Right.
congrats to UConn, Huskies women's, and the Florida for winning. Right? Was it Florida?
Yeah, the Gators.
Gators, yeah.
Gators ended up winning it. I had them in one of my brackets, but not the main one.
I think I had Auburn winning.
You did.
And then, of course, Alabama lost.
Oh man, rough stuff, rough stuff. But thank you to folks who are tuning in right now. Of course, we see you all out there. Make sure to join in the chat. We got some really great topics coming up here. But Sean, I want to get into some of the latest sports headlines and news and score updates that are happening currently. I need to get it like a sound, like a like something to
without copyright.
No, whoa. We don't want to get into that. But Sean, let's start off in the NBA right now at halftime.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were talking about the score ahead
Literally
of this.
like 5 minutes ago.
I mean, guys, we're at halftime on TNT. Cleveland is beating Miami. The Cleveland Cavaliers over the Miami Heat currently 72-33. Sean, your thoughts on that score?
I'm telling you, the Cavs are something special. They've been special the past few years. They did really well last year, even though they lost.
Right.
I mean, if the Celtics don't make it, that's saying something as a Celtics fan. I feel like the Cavs could go all the way.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the Cavs could absolutely go all the way. I think we're also hitting this point too where the teams that we had seen throughout the entire year kind of strive and do amazing things. You're talking about Donovan Mitchell, you're talking about Evan Mobley. I know he's hurt, but they've got a full bench and a full work group of people there. Darius Garland. I mean, they're ready to rock. They're ready to do this. So and the score against the Heat right now kind of reflect that. The Miami Heat, they lost Jimmy Butler. They lost a lot of folks during the trade deadline.
They knew that was happening, and we kind of see the outcome of it, of this series.
Yeah,
being, of course, down 3-0, and very down at that halftime.
I can only imagine on TNT what Chuck is saying right now about the Cleveland Cavaliers right now and how that's going for him. Sean, at 10 o'clock this evening, of course, on TNT, we have the Houston Rockets against Golden State. Golden State is up 2-1 in this series. Sean, I think it's a little thing we got to do. Is a little bit of... Right, it's time for some PTC picks. Sean, in this game, Golden State up 2-1 in the series against Houston. Does Houston tie this series up, or does Golden State take the 3-1 lead?
I think Golden State's going to take that 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry is going to go off as well.
I honestly, yeah, and Jimmy Butler is playing that game. I don't think he's playing, but he's
right. He was hurt. I saw that injury he went down with when he just fell flat on his back.
I'm looking at CBS Sports. It says he's expected to return today. So we'll see.
We'll see how much Jimmy Butler can play in this game. I think Steph Curry and the rest of the squad can probably hold it down for the time being. I mean, Houston has been surprising at different times here. Kevin Porter Jr., you're talking about, so the young group of folks. Albert Sengun, of course, has been amazing this year for the Houston Rockets. So we'll see if they're able to tie up the series or if Golden State's going to take a 3-1 commanding lead. I've had my thoughts recently about these not being 5-game series and being 7-game series in the first round. I think it's kind of wearing out some of these teams early on. I mean, you look at the poor Celtics. We're going to get into a little bit of talk about them in this last game. But, I mean, the Celtics should easily have handled this by now. But because it's 7 games and the NBA likes to make things interesting
they're
for the Celtics. So
they're just extending everything.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Make it a 5-game series. If the team is not ready to be in the playoffs, you will know in 5 games whether they are ready or not.
Right.
So, and I think that that's kind of showing, other than I will say the refs in the certain show. We'll get into
Oh,
refs. I
yeah.
know you have, I know you have thoughts about the refs. Sean, let's get into some Major League Baseball score updates right here. My New York Mets today, they put us in first in the power rankings, then dropped us down to fourth because of our loss yesterday to the Washington Nationals. Folks, Brendan Nimmo is back. He had a fantastic day, multiple RBIs. Juan Soto had a fantastic day, and of course, Pete
Mm.
Alonso as well. Folks, the New York Mets defeated the Washington Nationals at a 405 start today of 19-5. A fantastic score for the squad. We are at the end of the seventh. The Baltimore Orioles are up on the New York Yankees 4-1. Middle of the third, Athletics and Texas Rangers are 0-0. Bottom of the third, the Detroit Tigers of the Detroit City are up on the Houston Astros 2-0. End of the first, the very, very sad Atlanta Braves are down 3-0 to the
To the war.
Colorado Rockies, Sean.
Oh
To
my
the
God.
Rockies. They're losing. So
They're doing
I don't know if
worse than
that
the
says.
White Sox have been since if the Rockies don't do anything, they're gonna have a worse record than the White Sox did last year.
And the Braves are losing to them. What is going on in Atlanta? I know there's a lot of issues between the manager and Ronald Acuna Jr. about playtime and everything else. I think the drama is still on in Atlanta. If they're going to drop a series against Colorado, I don't think. And this is the first game of the series. Or the last game. Sorry, last game of this series. Not a good look. Not a good look for this
No.
squad. The Minnesota Twins beat the Cleveland Indians earlier today, 11-1, and the Cincinnati Reds, Sean, beat the St. Louis Cardinals 3-1. Cincinnati's looking hot right now. I think they're starting to get on a roll. Spencer Steer's been playing
They
amazing.
need to. They need that. I mean, I've always liked the Reds.
Even with your Pirates in that division, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just like that division a lot, honestly.
NL Central's a really good division. I agree. Of course, at 10-10 this evening, Miami Marlins taking on the LA Dodgers. Go Marlins in this case. I think the Dodgers at 18-10 have one of the better records in the major leagues, but not as good as my New
Your
York
Mets has the best record in the league right now.
It's absolutely mind-boggling to me. I never
The
thought that we would
the
be.
NL is doing much better than the AL. As looking at the wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the standings, when you take a look at the standings, it's nice when things load, right? Like it's nice when we can actually get.
May's going to be an interesting month for these teams to come.
Yeah, I mean, you got the New York Yankees in first in the AL East. They're up 2 games on the Red Sox with Tampa Bay. I mean, everybody is at least within 4 games of shooting for first. The only division, I think I had said this the other day to you, where there's actually a decisive lead in the division is the NL East with the New York Mets. The Philadelphia Phillies are down 4.5 games, and the Nationals, Marlins, and Braves are down a full 7 games to the Mets already. They're almost at 10 games to start this year being down.
It's a weird thing. I think it's just because your team's doing so well right now.
Yeah.
Like you said, there are 4.5 games up by Philadelphia. Fuck the Phillies.
Fuck the Phillies. That's right. Exactly. Sean, let's briefly talk about, and we'll get into your Boston Red Sox, and they're opening up the series in Toronto tomorrow against the Blue Jays, who again are 4 games out. They're a team that's trying to figure it out right now. The San Francisco Giants in the NL West. Are we hitting that 4 years again where the Giants are good? I mean, they're 19-10. They have a one game better record than the Dodgers right now.
We watched a really good game on Saturday.
The walk-off win.
Yeah, the walk-off win. I mean, both teams pitched very well. They just needed the edge, the push to get the walk-off, and I feel like the Giants always walk it off. Every time I watch them, they walk it off.
There was a stat that was shown. It was the New York Giants. Sorry, not the New York Giants. That's football. That's NFL draft. I'll briefly. The San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants, the New York Mets, the Boston Red Sox, and then there was one other team that has the most walk-offs so far this year.
Oh, this year?
Um,
What
this year.
was it?
Oh, the Athletics. Sorry, it was the Athletics are the other
It
team
was
that
the
have.
Athletics, even though they're not doing well.
Yeah,
They're
they're 14-14 and only 2 games out of the NL of the AL West right now. What does that say about that division?
it's a pretty tight division. Saying right now.
Yep, Houston's not living up to the hype. Texas is not living up to the hype.
Again,
Texas
again with the Angels again. Look where they are. Then dead last.
in a very competitive division, they're
The
three
only
and a half
three.
games out.
I mean, we're literally a month in of baseball. We're at about 32 games in. So
Yeah, yeah, and even just
a
looking,
lot of time to make up.
and
We
even
don't.
just looking at yeah, we do have a lot of time to make up, and I think that has to be taken into consideration.
Oh
But
no, of course you.
yeah, but I'm looking at an interesting stat here, Sean. The teams that have the best home records right now. The Mets are 12-1. They have one of the best at home records right now. The Detroit Tigers of Detroit City have a 13-3 home record. It seems like we thought the Cleveland Guardians, so they're 18-10 overall, so they're just as good right now as the Los Angeles Dodgers. Detroit is also having one of those years. If I'm not mistaken, the last time we saw the San Francisco Giants in the World Series, they played the Detroit Tigers of the American League. If I'm not mistaken, either that one or I don't know, they won like what 3 out of the 4 years for a period of time there. Um,
Let me see. I
like I
mean,
remember Sergio Romo closing out that game.
they played. So 2014 was the last
Yes,
World Series, which they played against the Royals. Oh, it was 2012. So
2012.
they played against the Tigers. So
Yep, that was the year that I remember Sergio Romo closing that series out. That was Miggy Cabrera's one of his best years
yeah,
um, behind the plate for the Detroit Tigers. I feel like we're heading in that direction. If I'm looking right now, the Yankees 10-5 at home, 7-6 away. I don't think they're going to be able to carry that through. They've just been so ridden with injuries. Seattle Mariners at 16-12. I'm really pulling for the Mariners this year. They got to have a good year.
I always pull for the Mariners. Like, yeah,
I mean, you got Julio Rodriguez, you've got Luis Castillo throwing the ball, you got Mitch Garver behind the plate. I mean, they've got the pieces to do it. They didn't trade Corey Seager for no reason. I mean, let's be honest here. They wanted to pick up draft picks, they wanted to build that squad from the minor leagues up.
if they do it right, they made a good decision for doing that. Depending how the season plays out for them.
Right. And just looking at these first place teams, Sean, as well. I mean, you look at the division leaders, the Detroit Tigers, the Seattle Mariners, the Mets, the Cubs, the Giants. These are all teams, as we get into Red Sox talk here, these are all teams that have built up from the minor league system. They're going with the 2004 and 2007 Boston Red Sox formula right now. And it's working. It's working right now.
It
It's
worked for the Red
working.
Sox. It's working. No, it worked for the Red Sox. Why wouldn't it? Should have worked for them.
Yeah, I mean, you got Dave Dombrowski, who's doing some really fantastic work out west right now, really building up some of the, his squad, and um, eh, the Cubs are just always there, man. Like, I would have loved to. Like, I know Anthony Rizzo is on the Yankees right now. Go back to Chicago, demand a trade, like finish it up with the team that made you a star. Because I think if the Cubs added just another bat like Anthony Rizzo, they're so close. Like they could have a really really great season here. Because the Brewers they're unable to figure it out right now. They're just having a really rough time. So
I really wish the Pirates are doing well, especially with Andrew McCutcheon playing his last.
you would hope
You would
with it
hope.
being his last season. Yeah, I hear you on that.
I mean, they played against the Dodgers yesterday. I didn't see the game, but lost
Right.
9-2. So
Yeah. No,
I mean,
that's
he got a home run yesterday, so which is good.
yeah. No,
But
that's true. So let's get into your Boston Red Sox, who are going to be opening up the series in Toronto tomorrow. against the Toronto Blue Jays at 7:07. Um, I'm just looking to see who the starters are as of right now. Garrett Crochet is going to be back on the mound
They're
against
playing
Frank
in
Bowden Francis.
playing
Yeah,
Rogers Center.
Rogers Center. Garrett Crochet had a rough outing this last time. Uh,
I don't know. I mean,
Grady, fine ERA, like he's 1.95, but it's he's allowed runs at like the worst times.
but it's also just because our bats are not helping them too.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the home run leader for the Boston Red Sox right now is Trevor Story with 5 home runs with a 272 average. Shouldn't Rafi Devers be on that list? Or Jarren Duran
I
at
don't know.
this point?
I mean, we're not supposed to be a home run team uh,
Right.
hitters. Well, I mean, we're supposed to be the single doubles, especially with our uh, field.
Yeah, with Fenway Park. Yeah. I mean, you guys should be single-handedly destroying opponents in Fenway Park with the lineup that you have. I mean, you're talking about Masataka Yoshida and Trevor Story figuring it out now, and Alex Bregman. I mean, Bregman, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs with a 319 average. He's slugging 543. So he's not doing horrible right now, and he's driving runs in.
I mean,
Um,
I'm just looking like past games. Either we hit so many runs or we just allowed so many runs. It's like the last like close game we had was like a couple weeks ago where we won 1-0 against the Rays.
yeah. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I can't even imagine as a Sox fan what that must that must feel like right now when you have wins like that, but you want to have some real dominating wins at the same time.
Oh, I
And the Blue
mean,
Jays,
like yesterday's game with the playing against the Guardians, we got
yeah,
13 runs.
let's bring that up for a second because of course the name of this episode is Jarren Duran rocks. Listen, that Guardians fan who said what he said
Oh,
to Jarren Duran, like number one, highly unacceptable,
yeah,
disgusting.
he should be banned.
Correct. Big shout out to the guard
Well,
dogs, the Guardians fans who pointed out the guy and said, "Get him the fuck out of here."
you
Big
can't
shout out to
you
them.
can't be saying what Jaron Duran has gone through the past couple years.
No, no. If you watch that, I don't know if you, Sean, have seen the Netflix series in its complete form just yet.
I
I
did
watched.
not. I recently found about what he has gone through, but like unacceptable what that fan did. Like
Yeah,
I like I'm glad Jaron Duran called his shit out, and
yeah,
I would have let him go up there and fucking
yeah,
just
yeah.
because it's unacceptable what that fan did said.
Yep, yep. I'm right there with you. Like there are a lot of people that are outside of New England, and I'll say this as a Mets fan too. Like I think him yelling at the fan is the least he
Much
could have done, right?
is
Like,
it not? I was not gonna say the most mature thing he did, but like
but I think the fan crossed the line, and Jaron wanted to address it on the spot rather than having to deal with it in a press conference, right? And
yeah,
and I get that, and Alex Cora seemed to accept that as well, and his teammates came to his defense too, which was
I mean,
really good to see. And those kind of bonding moments are really important as a team, especially with the Red Sox trying to figure a lot out here. But Jaron Duran has really become like an essential piece alongside Tristan Cassis and the rest of the squad. Wilyer Abreu, like
yeah,
you guys have a young squad that really gets along with each other because of their time on the Woo Sox and even in the Portland Sea
yeah,
Dogs franchise. They are bread and butter right now, and they are willing to step up and fight for their guy, and I just love seeing that. I really do. It reminds me of the old Red Sox, the 04-05 Sox team.
yeah. I mean, it me a little bit of the 2007 Sox as well, but like
Yeah, yep. Same kind of dynamics. So I mean, big shout out to Jaron Duran, his family, everybody.
yeah,
Your story is really important. The entire Sox nation and Major League Baseball supports you in the fandom. And I think for the Red Sox, it's a real elevating point for them. They can take this kind of hatred that exists for them, right? Amongst the rest of Major League Baseball, according to this one fan. I mean, they're going to use it how they're going to use it. But I can
Yeah.
see Jarren Duran probably using this as a fuck you. I'm going to go off and hit multiple home runs
Yeah. I mean,
and
I
show
hope he does. I
everybody.
hope he does that for us, please.
Yeah. I mean, he is a special player. I remember watching him play in Portland, and he was just knocking balls out of the park. And the Red Sox have that opportunity. I think against the Blue Jays here, Sean. Blue Jays are 13 and 15. Sox are 16 and 14. They're playing above 500 baseball.
Mhm.
Sox have a chance here to sweep the Blue Jays and wait for the Yankees to really struggle here.
Who the Yankees playing? Let me see.
Yankees have Baltimore Orioles coming up.
Oh wait, I mean they're losing right now, and
Correct. Yeah.
middle of eight. Oh, they're going to the bottom of the eighth. So
Yep. Yep. And we said at the beginning of this year, remember one of the conversations we had was
yeah,
who's the one team in the AL East that's going to make this tough for the Yankees? I said the Tampa Bay Rays. You said
the Orioles. Isn't it?
you said the Baltimore Orioles were going to make it tough
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean
Yankees.
the Yankees are playing the Rays right after them, so
So
all the way to the fourth. So
yeah. So I think we'll wait and see what happens, but I think when you look at that upcoming schedule for the Yankees, they struggle. They struggle against Baltimore and against Tampa. They end up figuring it out against the Sox. I don't know how, but they always find a little bit of a way to take, a couple of the series out of like the few. But Tampa and Baltimore continue to give them a run for their money. Fair to say.
I mean
The
Blue
Red
Jays.
Sox have a hard time with Tampa too. But
I mean Blue Jays have a hard time with us. I mean opposite. Well, we have a hard time with the Blue Jays sometimes. So
yep, yep. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, the Sox right now. I mean, the home run leader for the Toronto Blue Jays right now is Anthony Santander with 3 home runs. Sean, he has a 179 batting average. Like,
yeah,
if Garrett Crochet is going to attack anybody, it's going to be Anthony Santander and Bo Bichette, their main guy right now. Other than Vladdy, when Vladdy's on, 13 RBIs, no home runs with a 292 average. Like Toronto's an average team right now, and the Sox, I think, need to expose that.
I mean we have we have 5 guys that are batting above 270. So
Right. Yeah.
and
Be
we need to take
curious
that
to-
advantage.
It is has there been any part of the Red Sox lineup that you've seen, Sean, that you feel like come trade deadline? I know we're like 3 months away from it, but do the Red Sox, do you feel, need more pitching? Do you think they need another hitter in the lineup? Like, what do you think is going to make the difference for them post All-Star break?
We need either pitching or we need, like I said, we need probably someone like another home run hitter. I mean, we have 3 guys that had 5 home runs. I mean, I don't know. Well,
Right.
it's hard to tell. I mean, I didn't really watch much the Sox so far this year.
Yeah, no,
Especially
sure.
since I was in Japan. So I only caught a few games so far this year, but I don't know. I would like to see like more pitching probably.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
especially seeing those games that we allow so many runs.
Right. Yeah. I can see where you're going with that. Definitely some pitching. Listen, JD Martinez is still available in the free agency market if you want to bring JD back.
I would love to bring them back. I mean, can we bring Mookie back too? Might as well.
He's playing shortstop in LA. He doesn't want to be doing that. He wants to be in outfield for the Red Sox, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be in LA right now whatsoever. No,
No.
that was one of our talking points a few episodes ago. I said, would Mookie ever come back? And you're like, absolutely not.
Yeah. No.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah, he's done. He's done with sucks.
He's done with that going forward. Yeah. Sean, let's get into some NBA talk here as we were breaking down the scores. I can tell you right now, Cleveland is still up on Miami. We are at 3:34 in the third, 100-55.
Oh, yours just updated. Mine says 98-53.
Yeah, no, 103-55 right now. So they are absolutely spanking the Miami Heat. Actually, I'm curious to look and see. Evan Mobley's back on the floor this evening. He has 17 points. Donovan Mitchell with 22 points. DeAndre Hunter off of the bench, their big pickup at the NBA trade deadline, 18 points off the bench, and Ty Jerome with 15 off the bench. So their bench is lighting it up right now.
I think also I think the Timberwolves are gonna beat the Lakers again. Like I know they're
Yeah,
up 3-1, but I don't think the Lakers are coming back after.
yeah. No, I'm right there with you. So let's do that. Let's get into some more of the PTC picks, Sean. Let's get into because there's not much to talk about tonight in terms of the scores and what's going on there.
No.
You made your pick for this evening in terms of the Houston Golden State. We're both on Golden State tonight to take that 3-1 lead over the Houston Rockets. Sean, let's get into some more PTC picks. All right. So tomorrow evening we have the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Indiana Pacers. Sean, Indiana Pacers are up 3-1 in that series. Do they close it out against the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo tomorrow?
Um,
Or does Giannis have other plans?
honestly, I mean, I think uh, I think Giannis is gonna come back for one more.
You think the NBA is going to make it interesting, or do you think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to make it interesting?
Oh, the NBA is gonna make it interesting.
Are you saying the refs this season have been horrible?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to be sure because we got another score coming up here. John, for PTC picks, we have also, it's a hot night for NBA basketball, by the way. 7:30 tomorrow evening, we have the Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks. The Knicks are up 3-1 in that series. Sean, who do you got?
The Pistons.
Do you think the Pistons are going to make it again? Do you think?
No, I said no. I'm going to the Knicks. Sorry. I just forgot the game yesterday, how terrible it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tight game. And again, refs kind of jumped into that situation and made things interesting. Yeah, I like the Knicks in this one. I think they're going to close it out. I think, Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns Cat are going to finish it out. They're back in New York too. So they can be
Yeah.
back in I'm back in the New York groove. Yeah, I got the Knicks. Of course, I'm going to skip over this because we're going to have a full conversation about it. Also at 10 p.m., Los Angeles
Clippers?
I love the Clippers, Sean. The Los Angeles Clippers versus the Denver Nuggets. That series is tied 2 apiece.
Everybody playing
Who do you
Thursday.
got?
Ooh. You know what?
Who do you got?
I'm going to go with the Nuggets. Give me Jokic's team.
Give me the Denver Jokic's. I mean, unless Michael Porter Jr. wants to go off, like it really is Nikola that's been. Even though I have my thoughts about, we were saying it the other day. I think he's a little overrated, but that's just me. Yeah, I like that pick. Give me the Denver Nuggets as well in that game. I think Denver's going to come out. I think Jokic is going to have a big game. But Sean, tomorrow evening, 8:30 p.m. on NBA TV. NBA TV,
Not ESPN.
not ESPN.
I mean, I do have NBA TV, but I don't know. Oh, that's
Yes.
it. Well, I mean, I'll watch 30 minutes of it, and I'll watch the Andor series.
I know.
Because
It
I'm
comes
going
at
to
a
pick the
very interesting
Celtics.
time.
I'm going to pick the Celtics
You got
to
the
win.
Celtics over the Orlando Magic
Yeah. And
at home
then,
in Boston.
yeah.
Okay. Sean. I think Adam Silver wants to make this series more interesting than it needs to be.
No.
I
He's going to try, but the Celtics are not going to allow it.
I think Paulo.
I think Tatum's going to go off again.
I think Tatum's going to go off, but I think Paulo Banchero is going to go off as well. Give me the Orlando Magic in overtime.
In
Give me the
overtime?
Orlando Magic in overtime. I think that they're going to make it one more drama-filled game
I hope the
just
Celtics
for ratings.
I hope the Magic just suck tomorrow night.
I do too. But I don't trust the NBA referees right now. Sean, you told me straight up you don't trust the NBA referees either.
Oh no, I don't.
I mean, look at some of the calls that they gave on Jaylen Brown. Look at some of the calls they've given on Derek
Derek
White. It's just absolutely disgusting. You've
in the
texted
last
me multiple times about it.
Yeah, in the last like 5 minutes of the last quarter. I mean, like, come on, you can't. I know they're trying to make things more interesting, but of course, the refs are just fucking missing these bad calls, and it. I mean, for both teams though. I'm not just saying as a Celtics fan. I'm saying like as an NBA fan, they're just missing terrible calls. Even though the calls that I don't agree with, they're still making terrible calls.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. It's really frustrating to see what's going on with the referees. I mean, to be honest with you, it's been happening in Major League Baseball as well with the umpires. The Mets had a triple play completely blown on them. The ball clearly hit the ground before it was scooped up by the second baseman, and they got the Mets out with 2 runners on. And it made absolutely no sense whatsoever. The player did not catch the ball midair. It hit the ground first, and there was no ability to review it, which is so dumb.
They I don't even know. There's different review plays for MLB. Because I feel like they limit too much.
Can we also say in the NBA too what we're considering a flagrant foul right now too? Like, for example, yesterday in the Knicks Pistons game, a flagrant was called in a situation where an act of violence, the term "an act of violence" was brought up.
Mhm.
And in my mind, if you play physical basketball, if we're talking about the 2008 Boston Celtics with Kendrick Perkins, right? Physical
Right.
basketball. I'm sorry, were technical fouls ever called as frequently then as they are now? Or is the NBA getting
too
a little
soft.
bit soft here? Like,
Oh,
let's be real. Like,
I think since LeBron, I'm gonna say with LeBron becoming a superstar. I mean, he was a superstar in 2008,
right,
and
right.
then I think in most recent years, it feels like it's been like that time where it feels like it's LeBron's fault doing but not really, but it's like
To say the same in football with Tom Brady, right? Getting away with calls. Peyton Manning getting away with things as a quarterback. Yeah, I feel like we're going through that with the NBA right now, where it's like certain players get specific treatment, you know?
I mean, you didn't see that with Kobe getting that back in the day, getting special
It's
treatment.
it's interesting because then you look at somebody like Jake Tatum, right? Who doesn't get that, and he's an absolute superstar. Tyrese Halliburton doesn't get that kind of treatment.
Well, the NBA doesn't. I feel like the NBA don't like the Celtics at all.
They don't seem to like the Pacers either, and the Pacers are up 3-1 over the Bucks.
And every time every time I watch a non-Celtics like ESPN or CBS, whatever, I feel like they all favor the other team other than the Celtics. or like you said, the Pacers or the.
I mean, the same can be said for the Dodgers in Major League Baseball. You and I
Yeah,
have been,
we talked about that the other day.
yeah. It's like every time the Dodgers are on TV, either against the Red Sox or the Mets or whatever else, they don't talk about the other team. It's all about Shohei. It's all about the Dodgers. It's all about Los Angeles. It's
Yeah,
like, guys,
Lakers.
the Lakers, right? God, and the problem is they make it about that team even when they're not at home. When that team is on the road. When the Dodgers came to Fenway last year, I could not watch the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball broadcast of it because they were at Fenway. The Red Sox were on a 3-game win streak, and it was all about the Dodgers.
If I will go watch it, if I go right now, go watch the Cavs game, at least 3 or 4 times to talk about the Lakers. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the playoffs, but still.
Cleveland's up 108-61. So, I mean, it's probably a lot of small talk at this point in that game, I would imagine. They're not talking about a lot else at that point. But yeah, listen, the NBA's got to figure it out. The NBA's got to. Celtics are overall 61-21 this year.
Can we
Magic were
bring back
41
college
41.
basketball now? I already missed it.
Seriously, like you look at the NCAA tournament and everything, that was such smooth sailing compared to this. Smooth sailing, man.
Because I'm curious when's the WNBA comes because preseason's starting soon. See how their like refs will be. I mean, like I haven't watched much last year the WNBA. I watched a few games, but it's like not as bad as like the NBA refs or anything. But
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. And the WNBA season's going to be really interesting this year. You got some real superstars now.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the Dallas Wings things. Seeing Dejanay and Paige together, that duo is a menace. Like off the court, they're like sisters bickering already. It's hilarious.
I love that. I mean, and you look at, Aaliyah Boston being, with Caitlin Clark again, and what's going on in Indiana, and the Suns. As much as people have been attacking me on X about how I think the Suns are going to be decent this year.
I mean, they just got Anissa from LSU, so
I think they're going to be a decent team. Are they going to be a playoff team? I don't know.
I don't think they're going to be a playoff team, but I think they're going to be.
They're getting there. They're getting back to it. I would like to see.
They got to wait a couple of years.
Yeah, let's see how Paige does in Dallas, and then we'll go trade for her and bring her back home to Connecticut. Comment. No, I said I wasn't going to do that. I said I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Valkyries are going to do for the first year.
Oh yeah, I know the Golden State has their own WNBA team now. You got the Valkyries. You got Dallas Wings are going to be.
I think Boston's going to have their WNBA team soon in
a
couple years.
They have to. Like the Connecticut Sun are great. Listen, I wouldn't mind the Connecticut Sun moving to Boston. I wouldn't mind it. Like, you know what I mean? Like they already come to the TD Garden to play 3 or 4 games a season, just for accessibility purposes, to like give the market the opportunity to see WNBA basketball.
Yeah.
So listen, you move the Connecticut Sun. I mean, casinos aren't that popular right now. Like them playing at Mohegan Sun is great. It's fun. It's fine. But
yeah,
come to the TD Garden. Have it. I will go. Sean and I will go to TD Garden to watch WNBA basketball games if Boston gets a team.
100%. I mean, we still haven't gone to the Celtics game yet together. But
I know those tickets, man.
They've been getting more expensive these past few years.
Oh, that's the other thing too. The refs can't get their shit together. The NBA is favoring teams that are not the Celtics half the time.
I mean, why don't we go to a Nets game sometime? It'd be cheaper.
What is that supposed to mean?
It'd be cheaper.
But why is that, Sean? Please tell me.
Because the Celtics are championship winners.
Don't do this. No, but why?
When was the last time? When's the last time Nets won a championship?
Never. Never. We haven't won one yet. The last time we won it, we were in New Jersey. And we had Vince Carter and Richard Jefferson. And that was it.
Fine, we'll go to the Knicks game instead. We'll make it even.
Oh, no, I will not be found at a Knicks game. Let me tell you that. Unless it's against the Brooklyn Nets. Or even the Celtics.
Well, you'd be wearing Celtic merch, not Knicks jersey.
Me wearing a Knicks jersey?
No, you'd be wearing Celtics, not Knicks.
Yeah, no, I would wear a Celtics hat at a Knicks Celtics game. Absolutely.
Yes, that's
absolutely. Yeah, no, my parents, listen, I just want to shout out Mark and Mary Vote for a second here, all right? Can I just say something?
Yes.
My dad's a big Brooklyn Nets fan too, okay? Big Brooklyn Nets fan. My mom's been watching the New York Knicks games. I did not know that my mom was such a New York Knicks fan too.
Is she really?
She is. I did not know that. I go over to my parents' house, and my mom is like, "Did you see Karl Anthony Towns the other night? Did you watch Jalen Brunson in the third quarter?" I'm like, "Mom, when did this start? This is fantastic."
I'm glad she's loving basketball. So
me too. She's loving it. My dad's been watching it with her. My dad watches more of the Mets games, and he texts me the updates on how he feels about Juan Sono not doing so well. But other than that's the going term right now. When Juan Soto's not doing well, it's Juan Sono.
Juan Sono. That should be on t-shirt.
Yep. And then put that on the t-shirt. Isn't that what Shaq says?
Yeah.
On TNT, put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, on t-shirt.
Anyway, no, I'm very excited about the WNBA season. I think that we are heading into a high point in terms of the league. More teams, more franchises.
If you I think by the year 2029, 2028, it's going to be insane, especially when Juju goes in. She has a couple more years before she gets drafted. But I mean, Sarah Strong, it's gonna be excited for her. I mean, coming for her sophomore year, UConn's gonna be great again this year. I think.
Yeah, they're just scouting so properly, and they know how to bring talent into UConn. So I think the women's basketball team's gonna have a nice little three-peat on their hands, personally. But
I mean, it's no pay backers, but you got the next best thing. You get easy that. It's literally Steph Curry. I saw that Steph Curry says that she has a better shooter than Easy or follow through. Personally, that's what Steph said.
We missed out this last NBA All-Star game on a WNBA versus NBA 3-point shootout. We really missed out on it, and I think. Now that you got Paige coming in, now that you've got Easy, you've got Juju on the horizon. I mean, you gotta do the
beat. Sorry,
Juju on the beat. Yeah, absolutely. No, say it out loud.
Juju on the beat.
There we go. Say it again.
Juju on the beat.
All right. So now you've summoned Juju. Yeah, that's what you've done. It's like Beetlejuice.
Juju, if you watch this, you're summoned. That's a son wrong. Never mind.
No, you want her to come and play either for the Connecticut Sun or the new Boston team. That's what you want.
Yes.
Yes, you've been summoned to play at the TD Garden. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
There it is. Yeah, no, super excited to see what happens with it, with the expansion, with all the players coming up, the NBA All-Stars. They got to figure it out, guys. It was rough. It was really rough this past year.
Oh my God. It was so unbelievable. It was so unwatchable. I'm sorry.
It absolutely was. Sean, any final thoughts here? Just by the way, Cleveland is now up 119-69. I just wanted to throw that in the face of Miami Heat fans right now. They're quite the characters. Sean, any final thoughts here before we wrap up this evening? I know the Celtics, go Celtics tomorrow night, and go Sox against the Blue Jays. Anything else you got for us?
I saw that. This is just random news I saw
Yeah,
about
go.
sports, which I don't talk about it, but it was cool to see. About cricket. Did you see the 14-year-old kid?
Yeah, I
He was
did. Yeah, it was
the
really cool.
youngest player to score like 101 drills. I don't even know what that means, but it was cool to
That's
see.
crazy. Yeah. So so we'll repost that, or Sean will post that to his. So did you post it to your social media? I don't know if I
I
saw.
didn't. I saw it on Twitter, but
Okay,
I didn't post it because
gotcha.
I
Okay,
saw it on. I saw it like during my during work, and then it's so hard to get Wi-Fi there or internet
it's good. Yeah, no.
or
So
service.
yeah, no, we'll post that on our X this evening so folks can see what Sean's talking about. Really impressive. I mean,
I don't know
cricket
anything.
is
I don't know anything about cricket, but like I know a few things. But it's
cricket's one of those sports, man. It is like
I
it's
know
one of those ones that I
it's
would love to
very. I
watch
didn't realize.
more.
I forget how popular it is.
It's
It's
international. Yeah.
huge. Yeah. Like I need to watch more of it. Like I think I like back in the day. I watched highlights of cricket. It was cool to see. I think I ever watched a game on ESPN one time.
Oh, when they do
One,
like the internationals.
yeah, I think it was just on the case. I just wanted to watch. It's cool to watch. We,
Rugby's one of those sports too. Like I like
I
watching football, don't get
I
me wrong,
love
but rugby's really cool.
I got so into rugby again. I need to get back into it, but like during the Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, Olympic rugby. I know we got the Summer Olympics coming up not too far from now.
Yeah.
And then the Winter Olympics, of course, too. So that'll be really fun. We'll definitely do a lot of coverage around that. But I'm glad that you brought up the young 14-year-old cricket player because that's some
I
really
mean,
cool stuff.
it's stuff that like big sports channels don't talk about, like these other sports.
Yeah, no, it's true. And
And I'm sure ESPN's not talking about them.
no, of course not. Not at all. We'll talk about you
I don't
know,
think Stephen A. Smith doesn't even know what cricket is.
oh jeez. Do you call out Stephen A. Smith?
Yes. I mean, what
Of
is he
course.
doing recently? Yes.
Yes, I would agree with that as well. I would agree with that as well. I got nothing else on my end, Sean. Let's call
No,
this a
let's
show.
yeah.
Let's wrap it up. It's getting late here, but thank you to everybody. I'm seeing y'all here for tuning in. You can catch this podcast. We are going to be getting this over onto the Brick City Blockade podcast feed. Finally, I'm going through, I'm downloading the episodes so y'all can go back and listen. But going forward, these are going to be able to listen over on all those fantastic podcast streaming apps that you can tune into. So we look forward to seeing you over there. Sean, it's that time of the show. It's a little thing we like to call
Plug time.
plug time here at Painting the Chat Podcast. Sean, Misha, where can the good people find you on social media?
You guys can follow me on Twitter, Sean One, where I talk about sports mostly, or Star Wars, or just random stuff.
Or music.
Or
You get
music.
some music on there too.
Sometimes a little bit. Sometimes I do music, whatever. What's coming out. Instagram at it's Zone Z. You can check out my latest posts on my Japan trip.
Yeah.
I might be in a couple of days, maybe posting my card collection here that we did.
Oh,
We'll see. We'll
that'd be
see.
cool. Love
And
that.
you can follow Facebook, maybe. If I don't know, who knows?
Maybe, maybe not.
No.
Who knows? You guys can follow me over on Instagram at IG_RobinWVote, over on Twitter at X_RobinWVote. Please make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button here on YouTube for more PTC podcast content, everything happening at Blockade Media as well, with Andor reviews coming up down the road here.
Yeah, we're coming
Taking a
back to
look.
that finally.
I know it's going to be great to talk about it and really break it down and have those discussions. But of course, as we know with the sports news world, follow us over on Twitter at Paint the Chat Pod for all the breaking sports news, everything going on the Boston Red Sox, Boston sports, New York sports, and of course our good friends at the Worcester Red Sox and in minor league baseball as well. We love covering what's going on in the developmental leagues as well. And make sure to follow us over on Instagram at Paint the Chat Pod and Blockade Media as those handles. Until next time, folks, we will see you soon. Go Celtics tomorrow evening against the Magic at the Garden. We hope y'all get out there, have a good time. Make sure to drink safely,
Responsibly.
responsibly. Yes, drink safely. No, you could say drink safely. Like,
Yeah.
don't go crazy. It's only a Tuesday night, and you probably got work the next day, unless you want to play hooky. It's going to be beautiful weather. Not encouraging that. Not throwing that out there. However, the weather has been beautiful here.
It really
Yes.
is.
Drink responsibly, call a cab, make sure you get home safe, be good with friends, have a fantastic time. And for Mr. Sean Micho, this is Robin Vogt logging off here, signing off on Painting the Chat podcast. We will see you next time.
Later.
Later.